Hello guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to another flight. And I think you'll notice something a little bit different with this 777 that we have here. It's because it's a brand new one that just came out today. It's a 777-200LR, or long range, however you'd like to call it, from PMDG. It's a plane that I didn't even know was releasing today, which is 18th July. I think it was due for release a little bit earlier. And as I was going to sleep last night, I was up very late. So it released on American time, I'm fairly sure. And I saw it had dropped. I had an overnight flight going, so I couldn't hop on and do a flight immediately. But we're here now, and we're going to take this plane, the 777-200LR, on service Emirates 857 from Dubai to Kuwait City. It's a very short flight, block time of around, I think, an hour, 20 minutes at a very maximum. It was kind of hard to find short flights with this plane. Because if anyone knows the LR, the long range variant of the 200, it's long flights. It does only long flights. I mean, Air India does 15-hour flights on it. Air Canada does 15-hour flights as well. They go from Delhi to Toronto and such. So yeah, this is a brand new plane. I mean, it's a new look. It definitely doesn't look too bizarre. It looks like a 200ER, you could say, but it's just the same old GE90 engines. That's the only difference you'll notice. But yeah, it's nice to have a new plane in the sim. It's always it's a new idea for a video. I was gonna fly with the 737 initially. I was gonna do some flights in South America, but this came out and I said, why not? Might as well send it in the 200LR. So here it is. Let's head into the cockpit. So here we are in the very recognizable 777 cockpit. Nothing different in the LR cockpit because, well, you'll find with most of the 777s that they do tend to have the same cockpits, all of them. But yeah, it's the classic look. I mean, there's nothing different really. The FB, good old FBs here. I've got the flight plan already in there. You can see Emirates 857. But yeah, so the QNH I've already set to 996, I'm fairly sure it is. And besides that, we can just go ahead and get the plane started up like normal. So we'll go into the overhead panel. We'll get the ADIUs on, window heat can come right on. I think the APU's started already, so I'll get the GPU gone just in a bit after we finish setting up. Everything else can stay off. I'll put the seatbelt signs to auto, nav lights stay on, packs on already. So that's all good. We can now down to the FMC and get the flight plan sorted out. So let's go to our position, wait for this to pop up. Should pop in just a second. There we go, finally. So we put that in there, and then it will give us around 30 seconds for our flight plan or our systems to align here on all our displays. So we'll go to sim brief here, make sure we're in kilograms, which we definitely are. We'll set payload, we'll set fuel, which automatically sets it. It's a very, very light plane, so I'm expecting to just rocket out of Dubai, which makes ham flying a little bit more difficult. I've always found ham flying in the Boeing planes easier when you're heavy, because that's kind of what they're built for, really, isn't it? But it's fine. We'll send it regardless. So we get the request sent. We're gonna wait for it to pop up, and then we'll be able to load it. There's the flights. There's the flight plan loaded up. The flight sim just pinging me, letting me know that it has loaded. I think we're off runway 30 left. I don't know if that's according to ATIS or oh, we'll depart off at 30 left regardless. It might be a longer taxi, but it should be fine anyways. So we'll go and activate this flight plan. We go to our performance initialization page. It says we're cruising at 400, which I'm gonna reject because that's not what it says in the flight plan. So I'm just gonna put whatever we have. So 0 fuel weight today of 177.4. Reserves, I don't think we have reserves. Is this possible extra 30? I'm gonna put 0 for the reserves just so it doesn't yell at me for not enough fuel at destination or whatever. So our cost index is 15 and we'll be cruising at 380. It's gonna be a fairly short cruise, I think, but 380 should be fine regardless. So as we said, we're off of 30 left. We are taking the RIDAP 2 Foxtrot departure. Go ahead and execute that, and then the arrival into Kuwait City is going to be 33 right, and I'm fairly sure we can take the ILS Yankee, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we can take the ILS Yankee for 33 right. So ILS Yankee 33 right, Deb T3 Charlie arrival, and then we're going via yeah, there's no transition right there. So that's all sorted. 8 pages of legs, no discontinuities. Perfect. And then we have our Systems all aligned as well, which is working good for us. 996. There you go. That changes it. So let's go to load our wind data for the route. I mean, today it's never really windy in Dubai, is it ever? It's just a bit foggy. That's not fog. What's it? Mist. Just a bit misty today. But that's casual Dubai stuff, really. Anyone who flies out of Dubai knows that's what you deal with almost every time. So we have our wind data just in case we need it. So let's go to our takeoff data now. We'll go ahead and calculate it on the lovely EFB that we have here. So we're off of 30 left. Import this from the aircraft. Import this as well. As we said, 996. Temperature 42 degrees. My goodness, it's hot. 350 at 10. No worries. TO2. Temperature 58, flat 5, 133, 135, and 139. So we have TO2, 58, and then I'm fairly sure, as I put the flaps in, should be able to just 133, 135, 139. Perfect. It's got it all off the rip, which is nice for PMDG. It always gets it right. Some other planes don't get it right first time. I think it's the iFly Max. Sometimes it gets it like one off. Definitely bugs me out. I always have to correct it. Right, so let's set up our main settings here. So our track for departure off of 30 left is going to be 299. So just dial this back to 299. 299, and then we're right up to 380 since we're not online just yet on VATSIM. So LNAV and VNAV can come alive, and I think that's all good for the setup right here. Last couple of passengers coming on board, and then we should be ready to go. Okay, we've just got the ding from, or the boarding sound from GSX. That boarding is complete, so we can finally get on our way. So we'll go ahead and get all the doors closed first of all, which I think they're doing automatically, if I'm not mistaken. Closing. Ah, yes. Yeah, they are closed. They just closed there. Perfect. So next thing I want to do is just release the ground power. Park and brake is set. Let's just go through our checklist. So we'll just ping these off. Flight deck doors closed and locked. MCP V2 is 139, heading track 299, not 298, and cruise at 380 at this altitude. Set takeoff speeds V1 133, rotate 135, V2 139. CD pre-flight completed. Trim units 0 and 0. That's all good. Taxi and takeoff briefing completed. I'm going to call for pushback and departure. First, we'll just move the chocks, and then we should have the jetway go away all by itself. There you go, perfect. And with that, we can go beacon light on, just to indicate to the ground crew that we are, in fact, ready to go. Alright, so we're locking gear, so we're going to go ahead and get all the fuel pumps on. I don't think we have fuel in the middle. Well, no chance. We only have 16 tons of fuel in the aircraft right now. So we'll just get all these hydraulic pumps on, and then we'll be able to take our direction for the push to start. So we'll be nose left with 30 left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
So we're on this side and just start the clock there, and then I'll start this clock here on takeoff roll. And off we go, finally on our way. Okay, I think we're ready to start some engines, which everyone knows that the 777 is one of the best, if not the best, engine startups. So all we have to do is go into the overhead panel, start select on the right to start, and flick the switch on for the right engine to start up. And now we just listen to the beautiful sounds. Absolutely beautiful engine startup. Very familiar with it because it's the same as the 777-200LR, I'm fairly sure. But yeah, set parking brakes for the ground crew. Should be there, and then they should come through to take off the tag. There you go. So with that, that's engine 2 started. We can go ahead and get engine 1 started in the same fashion. Just like that. With engine temperature coming up right here.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass being removed.
Alright, that is both engines started up successfully, so we'll go through this checklist real quick. So anti-S and override recall is checked, auto brake, RTO, standing for rejected takeoff, and we'll go ahead and check out our flight control. So full right here, check on the right wing, perfect, and then full left, which is nice there. And then we'll go back here and check full up on the elevators, full down, left rudder, and right rudder. What I'm going to do is what I usually do. Just have my takeoff data on this side instead. Here we go. So we're flap 5, so that's flap 1, flap 5, 2 notches of flaps, and trim's going to be 3.5. So that's trim set 3.5, flaps coming down to setting of 5 here. And there's the signal from the GSX guys. There come the flaps, spoilers, all good. Perfect. Practically ready to go here. Get this on as well. There we go. Perfect. Alright, let's start this taxi. So we'll get the taxi lights on, remove the parking brakes, go back to our checklist to make sure we complete the flight controls, ground equipment is clear, flap set 5, that's checked. Add a little bit of thrust and we'll be on our way. Alright, as we continue our taxi here, I'm going to take you guys through the departure today, just on the charts as we usually do. So, as we said, we're taking the readout to Foxtrot departure, so it's just straight out here, track 299 as we said, to Delta Bravo 570, minimum 180 knots, and we'll be heading out to Ridap, so it's up here, it's the last one. We continue straight, Delta Bravo 584, 585, left turns 265 to Orlad, and then right turns 285 to Kixhog, and then Ridap. Fairly simple, it's just straight out, and then we take our left turns, just some speed restrictions in terms of altitude, no altitude restrictions really. So it's a fairly easy one. We should have some nice views. I'll try to get some cinematics outside of Dubai. Yeah, should be a nice departure, should be an easy one as well. Okay, here we are coming up now on Kilo 16 runway 30 left, just ready to go straight away, nothing really holding us back, so go landing lights from internal flight strobes on, and we'll get the taxi lights off, turn left here into Kilo 17. Oh no, this is Kilo 16, yeah, Kilo 16 as planned. It's a very, very long runway, so we'll be up and out very early. I was going to do an intersection departure, but I thought, why not? I mean, might as well go all the way, and by the time I thought about the intersection departure, we were already pretty much here, so yeah, we'll just take it from here. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out of Dubai. So we go 40% N1, roughly. Can never really get it on 40, but yeah, just about. Alright, and Toga. Yeah, that's thrust set. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. And a very early rotate coming up here. V1 and a rotate. And off we go. Out into the wind. It's positive climb, gears coming up. God, I'm so used to flying long hauls out of Dubai. This seems crazy rotating this early in the plane. My goodness, look at that. Already above the terminal. Sky high. 1000, just make sure I stay with the flight directives here. Wind isn't as calm as I thought it would be. I think we have a crosswind from the right around 17 knots, but it's alright. Not too much of a problem. 777 handles it really well. Alright, nose coming down as the speed comes up to 240. Get autopilot on from here. We got autopilot on, and then command, LNAV and VNAV fully on as well. Speed absolutely shooting up. I'm gonna get flaps up here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get a great view of Dubai through. Oh no, you can see the Burj Khalifa just peeking through there. But besides that, I don't think we'll be able to get a great view of anything else, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? It's Dubai weather. Oh no, you can see a little bit there. It still looks pretty nice, yeah. Get a nice screenshot from that. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, here we are. Definitely, that was a very, very powerful departure out of Dubai. I mean, mostly influenced by how light we were. There's the Dubai city behind us. Yeah, definitely only because how light we were able to just rock it out. And I mean, we were pushing around 4,000 feet per minute, I think, through 5,000 to 10,000 here. And we're still heading up now, just off the speed. So yeah, I mean, yeah. Crazy departure, but we'll do heavier flights of the 200LR, so I'm not expecting it to balloon much more like this. But yeah, very powerful departure. I don't mind it though; it's nice. All right, through 10,000, we get the lights off and strobe stay on, obviously, so that's all good there. And from here to cruise, nothing much really to look at because we're just going over the sea. and then we'll be back following the coast along past Qatar and then over into Kuwait. So from here I'll let the cruise roll out and then climb out to cruise, and I will catch you guys when we are closer to Kuwait in a little bit. See you guys. Alright, you guys, welcome back to the flight deck. Just gonna give a little arrival briefing as I usually do as we continue down to our approach. Just through 130 now. We started our descent probably 10 minutes ago, roughly. Yeah, around 10 minutes ago. So we're not too far off. I've got my fixes around the airport. I usually do 5 and 7 miles just to know where I drop the gear and flaps and whatnot. But anyways, on to the more important stuff. So we're into our descent, just hitting TWCS as the start of our approach. And let's check out the charts for the arrival. So I have them pinned here. We are taking the DEBT 3 so you can see us right here. So it's 3,000 above, which I doubt will be at 3,000 by the time we're at DEBT. We're only at 13,000 now. So we'll just continue on heading 302 till we hit pedal, and then after pedal, what do we have? We have Jinbi. Yeah. So pedal we have to be at 3,000, and then Jinbi 2,500, and then it's continuing down to the ILS, which I have the chart for right here as well. So the ILS Yankee 33 left, which we have here. So we're going to be at 2,500. We should be able to have our glide slope by then, but I've got us descending down to 2,000 initially, so that's alright. We have the minimums of 369, which I still have to actually set, so I'll do that now. Oops, nope, going way too far. 369, 369 set. Alright, so that's about 200 feet. That's exactly 200 feet actually, yeah. So straight in, and then we're in for the ILS. We'll be all the way in for the glide slope. 114.15 for the Kuwait now. Yeah. 109.5 and 332 for the final course for landing. Missed approach. We'll just climb straight ahead. 2,400. Right turn to 5,000 feet. Heading 135. Intercept the intercept right here. Ludum, and then we'll hold there and keep going back around if needed. I doubt we'll need it. So we should be okay. In terms of landing performance, I did do it before, but I'll take you guys through it regardless. So landing weight of just about 185 tons. Winds 340 42 degrees. Oh no, that's not. Oof, that was takeoff. Anyways, back to the landing one. Right, so landing weight again of 185 tons roughly. Wind is pretty high. Temperature is 47 degrees, which is insanely hot. So flaps are definitely going to stay down at 15. Runway slope minus all of this is alright. All this is normal. Wind's a little bit choppy, but shouldn't be a problem. That's about it really. We'll continue through here through 10,000 now. So I'm going to get landing lights on. Test lights stay off. Strobe lights staying on. Continue straight down this way, and then we should be good for the localizer and glide slope. Okay, just about 10 miles out now, coming over the coast. I need to fly into Kuwait more often, to be honest. The only problem is I think I have a glitch at the airport where we have double runways or something, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem since once we get the lights up, we'll take the autopilot out nice and early, and then I'll be able to just fly it manually, so it'll be alright in the end. Through 5,000 now. Make sure we're at 3,000 there. I've already got the approach mode on nice and early just so we can be 100% sure. Ooh, forgot to do this. So recall the descent checklist. Notes checked. Auto brake 3. Already said that. Landing VREF minimums all set. VREF we had said is going to be 141 for flaps 20. Flaps 30, correct? Yeah, flaps 30. So 141 for flaps 30 here. Almost forgot to do that. Oops. Landing VREF minimums is set for 200 feet. Approach briefing is definitely completed. Altimeters, that's already on at 999. Alright, let's go ahead and drop flaps 1. We're well below the glide slope, so we can probably... What I'm going to do is actually have us hold at 3,000 here. And have our speed dial back to flap 1 speed, which is 200 knots roughly. And the flaps coming down. Or just the slats rather. Yeah, we'll hold at 3,000 and then we'll have the localizer, and then glide slope should come down perfectly. This does look very nice though, I'll say that. I don't fly into Kuwait much often because there isn't a really good payware scenery for it. I mean, there's a really good freeware. Take a screenshot of it actually, to be honest. There's a really good freeware, but it has some bugs, so it's a bit unsettling to fly into Kuwait. But maybe I was underrating it. It's very nice coming over the coast though. It seems like the city is detailed nicely. I think on the other side is where the big buildings are, but yeah, this side of approach is still nice. The lighting is really beautiful, so no complaints from me. 200LR still looks very good. I've always thought it looks like a bit of an awkward plane, but that's alright. Alright, so there's the wind coming in now. We can definitely see it on the on the speed. Oh my goodness, that is moving a lot. Should be fine. Nothing crazy. I've landed in crazier winds than this, so it'll be alright. There we are. You can see the terminal down there. I will say though, for freeware, it's very, very, very good. Okay, very beautiful. You can imagine a nighttime approach is very nice into here with the night lights and everything, or sunset approach would be lovely as well. There it comes our glide slope. You can see it come down here. As soon as it reaches here, we'll be able to descend with it. Then we'll put the go around altitude to 5,000. As you said before, is our final altitude when we turn to Ludim. So we'll just put it at 5,000 once we get the glide slope. Yeah, you can see on the other side there, there's more buildings as well. And you can also see the double runway glitch right now. So that's lovely. It's not that bad, I guess. I guess they're on top of each other. I was expecting a glitch where they'd be kind of next to each other, but luckily they're not, so it's alright. So I'm going to go flap 5 here. Just a little bit of speed drop before we get that glide slope, just in case the wind takes a play in us not getting a lot of speed. Or us gaining too much speed, rather. There's flap 5, spoilers coming down, and then we can arm the spoilers as well. Glide slope just coming up now, wind's kicking a little bit, there's glide slope, nose coming down. A bit aggressively to be honest, but it's alright. Yeah, you can see that wind coming in now. So around 7 miles we'll drop flat 15 in gear, that's what I usually go with. So we'll set go around altitude to 5,000 as well. Or we can go 2,500, that works the same. So flat 15, gear down. I do enjoy a windy approach though, can't lie. Looking nice, here we are. So that's flap 15, speed set to 160, and then we'll go flap 20 as well, why not? So that's flap 20, Speed set, same 160. And get established nice and early. There you go, you can see the city in the background there as well. It's beautiful, beautiful scenery. I think next time maybe we'll aim for an approach over the other side, which would be nice for the screenshots. And the views as well. So flat 25, and I'll go flat 30 as well, to be honest. Just to get down nice and early. Land 3. So all checked. Flaps coming down to 30 now. Get one more screenshot, because why not? Looking nice, looking beautiful. Lovely. Alright. Start the replay system so we can see it. And I think I'm ready to take control of the plane, so we'll get the auto throttle off. I do prefer to fly airboeing without auto throttle, so yeah, that's just me. And there's autopilot off, my controls. A little bit of thrust so we don't lose that speed. Nose down a bit as well. Wind seemed to have calmed down a little bit. Make sure to stay with that localizer, don't want to lose it.
1,000.
There you go, got it right back now. It's 1,000 feet checked. There's the wind. It's a big change. Seems like it's gusting, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Keep losing track of the localizer because of the wind, but it's alright, we're back on it now. Up to minimums now.
Approaching minimums.
There we go.
Minimums.
Continue. Oh, the double runways. Ah, that's fine. It's the same logic regardless.
Glide slow. Glide slow. 20. 10.
Hold that right there. There you go, perfect. Kick out the crosswind, and we get reverses green, and decel. Yeah, it's a weird glitch this one, but it was alright in the end. A little bit of glide slope warnings, but that's all because of the double runway glitch. I think there was a fix for it, but I skipped past it because I just wanted to get this flight done as quick as possible. But it's alright, we made it down. Welcome into a very, well, extremely hot Kuwait. We'll take this exit here. Just on our left, this high speed exit. Which is... oh, I don't want to miss it. There you go. I had to look down at my Navigraph for a second. Here we are, we'll get on the brakes a little bit here. We can get the spoilers stowed, and we'll get the flaps up as well. Start up the APU as well. It's not come running for us. get the lights off as well. So landing lights off, runway tunnels off, taxis and strobe, taxis coming on, strobes off. And for the parking, I think fairly sure we have to take this right turn and then we go to Terminal 1. I'll find out regardless. So if we go to, I'm just going to check flight radar for this to be honest, because I'm not 100% sure. UAE 587 857. Yes, indeed, we'll be going to Terminal 1, so it's going to be gate 25, I think. Yeah, it'll be gate 25, or, unless I'm mistaken, it'll be gate 26. What's 26? 26 suitable for us? Yeah, 26 is, so we'll go gate 26, which is just down here on the left, should be just down there. Alright, here we are, gate 26. I decided to leave out the parking segment, because, well, the VDGS bugged and the jetway is kind of just a non-existent. But that's something I'll have to fix in the meantime. I'll try and get Kuwait fixed. In the meantime. But yeah, it's been a nice plane to fly. I mean, PMDG 777 is hard to disappoint, in my opinion. So it's been a very nice flight. It's nice to have another long-range aircraft in the sim. We have the ULR as well, obviously, and we have well, the A350 ULR ultra long range and this one as well. So it's nice to have. It's been a nice smooth flight. So let's check our tracker here just for the info. And we have just a block time of hour 13, hour 32 even. All the way up past Qatar, past Bahrain, kind of normal stuff when you fly out the UAE. And then into Kuwait, minus 228, 0.99 Gs, just a bit past landing marks. Which you do have to fix with the double runways and the jetways and whatnot, but it's alright. Then maybe in the next video we'll fly into Kuwait again, just so we can make sure everything fixes itself. It was definitely a nice flight. But yeah, lovely flight today. Thank you for tuning in if you did, and yeah, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, do whatever you'd like. It's all free at the end of the day, so it's alright. And from me and Emirates 857, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.